Hello, welcome back to Let's Play a game.
Starcraft, the
Yeah,
overlording.
Starcraft the Overlord.
The great overlord the Harl. Ah ha ha! God, fuck the laugh up. Fuck. I sound more like I sound more like it fucking sucked. Anyways, we're going on
The
an
great.
epic adventure with our guys.
Yes, we're going on a slimy adventure.
A slimy adventure. I know it was that kind of
Slime adventure.
Starcraft.
Don't tongue me. See, it's a very slimy adventure. It includes tongues.
Yeah, it's a fair point. So I'm guessing Zerg. I'm guessing
No.
Hydralists don't exactly like being tongued.
Nope, they're not very. The main problem is they don't have enough HP for this. Let's see if they can
Yeah.
do it up.
Sounds like a plan. But yeah, I think I'm. Oh, actually, they're doing a decent bit of damage at least. Wow, they might actually pull it off.
They will. But it was very wasteful.
Yeah,
I didn't have that I
yeah.
had these things, but whatever.
Oh, you know what
In
they
fact, I
say,
remember.
hindsight's
Oops.
20/50. What just happened?
I hit escape.
And it makes your units commit suicide?
Yes.
That's
Like
an interesting.
escape makes ends production. And because
Oh.
they were in production phase, it killed them.
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't make all units commit suicide, but those particular units. That's actually kind of funny, but that rather surprised me.
Yeah.
Just sitting hanging out, and then all of a sudden, you little guys are like, explosion! Suicide.
Zergs, they are suicided. I don't know, I got nothing. But this was a lot more
Oh.
fashion. Oh fuck me.
Yeah. Oh,
I got trolled.
it would, yeah, I was gonna say it would be a lot more efficient, but the game's like, wow. What's up? Oh no, anti-airs is happening.
Even
Jeez,
the
that
anti-air
thing
tower
shoots
doesn't.
fast.
That's what I was gonna say. Even the anti-air tower doesn't act the same way as the anti-ground tower. Like this game lives by its level of detail to everything.
Right.
It never feels like copy and paste.
Yeah, which
Every
is
single unit has a completely different like pace of attack, style of attack, and all that.
yeah. Which is cool, cause yeah, I have to agree. Even those two units, like yeah, the air one shoots much farther, which obviously is pretty good for catching people off guard.
He also shoots faster and does less damage on hit.
Yeah. Though it is funny that I think I noticed with that, and I'm not sure if everything works like this, but I think that particular tower worked off of your line of sight rather than its line of sight.
No, it does. It still has to have line of sight.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
that these buildings also obviously give a line of sight.
Right.
It just
That makes sense.
projectiles. You can't dodge projectiles like that.
Yeah.
So obviously, I moved out of the range, but the projectile was still just striking me.
Yeah. Okay, that explains it better. Because I saw it and I was like, wait a minute, did it just start shooting at you because you were next to it? Huh. But yeah, okay. I was just wrong. Also, now that we're building buildings in a new in a territory that's already established, it's kind of neat seeing the territory growing out like that. I like it.
Yep. It's very Zerg. I mean, it doesn't mean much, but it fits to the whole Zerg idea, I guess.
Yeah.
It corrupts everything on it, and you can see that's where this is. What I very much like is a lot of Warcraft 3. You can see a lot of the concepts come from this game, because
Right.
Warcraft 3 as a faction was that same idea, I think. I just don't remember which one it was. But Warcraft 3 have the undead, I think, which kind of work like the pylons because they have to have this power. Do the undead need like a power grid or something? Or either that or the undead.
Yeah,
They
I
either need
can't.
the
I
power
can't.
grid or they need the ground. They need one of the two.
I imagine they'd need the ground.
Yeah.
That makes sense for the undead, but Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really sure. I
But
think
yeah,
the
but yeah, the
undeads
towers where
around
like the
I
undead have
stopped
this
playing.
tower.
Yeah.
You build the undead towers, which increase the ground, like here, and then you can
Hmm.
specialize them into specific attacks, like here, where you make an anti-air, anti-ground.
Right.
So the
Right.
undead are very like the Zerg.
Interesting. I actually didn't know that. I haven't played Warcraft 3 in a while. But yeah,
But I mean,
and
overall, I would say Warcraft 3 also did a good job of doing its own unique things. I mean, this is Starcraft and not Warcraft 3, but I mean, if you think about Warcraft 3, they did a lot of stuff with walkers and that kind of stuff, because the way that everyone builds buildings, I think, is different in that game also a bit. Like here they
Yeah.
have it, where Protoss can build different buildings at the same time. But, like, for example, Terrans always build one building at a time.
Yeah.
But in Warcraft 3, you have like the same idea where like the undead can walk in buildings, like the Protoss, kind of like they don't walk them in, but it works in the same way. But I think the Walks was it they can send multiple walkers at a building and then they build it faster, which in this game doesn't exist. Like Terrans will never be able to just build building faster with sending multiple guys there. So in overall, I would say Blizzard did a very good job of making strategy games not boring, by just giving them a lot of neat little details.
Yeah, little details, which actually is interesting. And that's something I hadn't really noticed about the game, but that's an interesting thing because that's actually something that I feel is kind of common to strategy games. Like most strategy games I've played, if there's building stuff, you get more units and you throw them at buildings and it
builds faster. Yeah, that's I mean
builds
that's the
faster.
default kind of building thing. And I mean, but this game actually doesn't have that at all, which I think is actually to a strength of the game, because it makes it a bit more unique, and I think it works better for a competitive game.
Yeah.
Because it makes things more reliable. Like you want obviously freedom to like do your own thing, but you also want if your enemy can just completely blindside you really easily, kind of makes it really frustrating to play in a competitive match.
Yeah, makes sense. I honestly, though I'm getting more into strategy games, especially with us let's playing them and stuff. I honestly don't think I'll ever be able to get into the competitive scene. I don't know what my, what was it, RPM?
APM.
It was probably on APM. I was close. I don't know where RPM comes from.
Rotations per minute.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's what you wanted.
No, I don't think rotations per minute is quite the same thing. But who knows? Maybe rotations per minute is relevant. Maybe I want my units to rotate.
Well, yes, that would interact with APM.
Yeah.
Dodge that bitch.
Nice.
No, don't carry. Oh damn, that was close.
That was pretty close. Nice retreat though.
It doesn't. It has no value unless you can finish it off.
Yeah, that's a fair point, especially with the Zergs.
They can always see him. But yeah, I meant mostly like the retreat was nice, but I was worried because if one of my guys had died trying to retreat, then it would have been a nice looking retreat, but it wouldn't have had any value.
Right,
I managed to
right.
actually pull it off without losing anyone.
I see what you're saying, and you're sending in another assault to finish the job, so... Wow, those guys didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I was using it to win.
So your advantage, you blindside those bitches. It's kind of funny that they go underground to avoid something that's underground.
Because you can't aim at them anymore. But you can see already why this game, I mean, I assume you can kind of see why this game has such a competitive nature, because the amount of like things you can just do to affect the outcome. Like using that unit or not using that unit in a competitive game would make a big difference.
Yeah.
Because you now have a unit more that you would normally have, which you can now also heal itself over time, and just you want to do every little thing, and this game allows you to do every little thing in your favor.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying, and it does seem like it turns into quite the interesting game for competitive play.
For example, these guys are soon gonna be like full 4 new units that I would otherwise be dead if I had Michael then.
Yeah. which I guess is mainly, I think I mentioned micros. Actually, I guess I'm just generally bad at most of the things that involve competitive play, like micromanaging units is difficult for me.
But yeah, I can do this because AI is pretty easy.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, because the AI never goes
Yeah,
after a unit when they're out of range.
Yep.
But with the player, obviously, they go after trying to get a weakened unit. Like, maybe not always, but, you know, they analyze the situation. If you're trying to get away with something... Huh?
Mostly, I guess, with a player, normally a lot of stuff going on at the same time.
Right, that's too.
But
But we're already kind of eating the base. That's cool. And their Hydralisks are like, no, don't eat the turret. Bug guys
So
are
I
just...
really the game is lagging for whatever reason, so it makes it my command easier.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice the game was lagging. I probably should have. It's moving slightly slow. Oh. Are we lagging?
I think it's pretty decently lagging.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean,
I blame
it's
the
playable,
Spanish.
but it's pretty lagging, yeah. Okay, my god,
So that's always your excuse, isn't it? This is don't kill this guy's AIDS.
I mean, who cares a guy with AIDS?
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I guess it's kind of like I don't know. Makes me think of the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like,
I don't know
but
what any of those.
Oh, that's
like
a fair
the original
point.
Spider-Man
I've watched.
movies.
Yeah, I actually I don't remember this. I like the original Spider-Man movies, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, they basically, you know, they have a guy who's like dying and in their top like chairman things, and they're basically like, we've got to like get him out of the chairman position, kick him out of the company. And it's like, he's gonna die in a week though. Why is this so important? You guys are assholes. To be fair, like, a lot of people like the original Amazing Spider-Man, but the Amazing Spider-Man 2 kind of sucks, like I just mentioned. The plot's pretty awful.
You would not do that, but
I wouldn't do it. It's not that kind of plot.
that is not being approved.
Nope. It's less green being approved than the plot to the new oh, what is it? RoboCop.
Really? You like RoboCop more than that one?
Well, no, they're around the same. I'd say RoboCop's more enjoyable to watch as a comedy. RoboCop's pretty awful, but it's actually pretty funny. It's not supposed to be funny, but it's pretty funny in the room sense of being pretty
Is that
funny.
bad?
It's I'd say it's that bad. It's pretty bad.
That's so impressive.
It is rather impressive. Hey, Sapare, do you like peanut butter?
No.
That's
Not
fine.
particularly. I told you just ruined your joke.
It
fuck?
actually
I didn't.
didn't. Oh snap!
I was gonna do that, you assholes.
Bunch of jerks. Who just does
doing
that?
that?
I just came back and started rebuilding their base.
Alive workers.
Workers just spit at their building as well.
Who also spit assets? Who just supposed these spines?
I was
They
gonna
not
say,
needed
is it
spines,
actually
they're just spines.
just spines?
See, it just says spines, not needed spines.
Ah, interesting.
See, there's no such thing as a repeat button in this game.
Yeah. that is kind of neat, though. Admittedly, I don't know how one shoots spines, but I don't know how Hydralisks shoot either, so overall it's fine. I'd still do it. But, in fact, actually, that's probably rather similar to what the person said, like, in the movie. It's really bad seeing the movie where they're, like, doing surgery on the guy's head, and for some reason, he's not, like, freaking, you know, under aesthetics or whatever, because that makes sense. You know, anesthetics, sorry. Yeah, he's not under the aesthetics thing, jeez. But,
He just doesn't give a fuck about aesthetics, what a weirdo.
So, you know, they didn't do the thing they normally do if they're doing, like, surgery on your head, like, put you to sleep or whatever, because, you know, like I said, that makes sense. So, you know, they're like, ah, don't worry, and, you know, for whatever reason, one person's just, like, trying to make casual talk, so he's like, do like, peanut butter? And the main character's like, not particularly, and he just turns to the nurse and she's like, I love peanut butter.
What?
Exactly.
Maybe Johnny Visser directed the second movie. Maybe they saw how much Johnny Visser's The Room saw it, and they were like, damn, he's good at making movies. Let's hire that fucker.
Maybe so. It wouldn't surprise me.
And this is how Johnny Visser became our new overlord.
Jeez. Now I'm kind of now I'm kind of upset that got so much attention. I wouldn't want. I for one
become our new retarded overlord.
You too?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say I personally think you you'd probably laugh, but you'd probably be one of the most upset
people. Mass murder.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you'd be pretty upset if Johnny Wiseau was like, you know...
President of the United... Okay, maybe if you can play on the United States, I would just laugh.
Yeah, if you game, maybe, but I'm the overlord of everything.
He possibly still do to the United States.
Oh...
I might give you guys all a new nationality. You just don't know what the nationality is.
So, I'm pretty sure he'd make our national pastime his version of football.
Damn, that'd be beautiful. You know, at least less people would get hurt.
Yeah, that's
true.
Oh
my god, it's an Ultralist.
Oh my god, I don't think an Ultralist... Apparently an Ultralist doesn't stand much of a chance to, like, you know, a dozens of rooms.
I mean, he did kill one.
Yeah.
I know.
That's so I mean...
not bad, I mean, for being one guy against, like, 11.
Well, yeah, it's not bad for one guy against 11. I guess, moreover, I was thinking
compare that to this tongue.
Yeah.
I think the Ultralist has more speed on the tongue.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying the Ultras did bad. I was mainly saying that, like, from a player perspective, and obviously the AI has their own set of units and stuff, but I'm pretty sure an Ultralisk is worth a lot more than a Hydralisk.
Yes.
Like, a 1-for-1, that exchange was definitely in your favor.
Right, that's without people punching him.
Right.
That's why range units stack, but at the same time the game balance is pretty bad that really units have value too.
Yeah. I can definitely...
If he had 11 Ultralists and they had all been punching one of my guys at the same time, all my guys would have died at the same time and I would not even have killed one Ultralist.
Yeah. 11 Ultralists sounds kind of scary.
I mean, yeah, I had more battleships than that before, so...
Oh, that's... Sapare and his fleet of battleships. Yeah.
My guys are dying, they're fighting heroically.
Oh no, can Zergs fight heroically?
I tried.
I tried to fight heroically and died trying.
It was a pretty epic fight, all being concerned.
It was actually a pretty epic fight, yeah.
But they may not be remembered.
They won't.
Nope. Oh,
No.
do you remember who they were? Do you remember
No.
what the family were like?
I don't know. Maybe one of them was named Bob.
Oh, that was my name, Bob.
I think a Zerg Hydralist named Bob sounds like a pretty good love story, personally.
Like, who is he in love with, isn't it?
I don't know. maybe
he
he's.
exploded. It seemed he also when they carry minerals, it just explode.
This is interesting and amusing. But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Hydralist named Bob. Maybe he's in red with those, red Hydralists that were called, like, I don't know what
Hunter
they're called.
Killer.
Hunter Killer. Maybe Bob's in love with Hunter Killer, the Hydralisk.
Hunter Killer, the Hydralists. Whatever of them.
Yeah, or maybe he's in love with all of them. Maybe he dreams of one day of having
How
a
did
Hunter
that guy
Killer
get
family.
there? There's like a single Hydralist, and I'm just gonna like walk over there. And he's gonna be like, hey, guys, what's up?
Well, yeah. He was like, "What is up?" and then proceeded to spontaneously combust of needles.
I don't think it's very much spontaneous combustion when it's induced by murder.
Well, maybe it's not spontaneous, but I mean, it's certainly explosion level exploding and blood.
I'm killing Zergs. How does that make you feel?
I think it makes her feel pretty good. I think you should kill Zergs more often.
You don't like Zergs? I'm playing the Zergs though. You should feel
I'm
sad about
I'm
killing your brethren.
racist. Huh?
You should feel bad about killing your brethren.
Oh, maybe I should. Maybe I'm racist. So we can get Zergs.
What do you think of Zergs? They're cute. Not really.
I was gonna say,
Oh, the
there's like,
Xanos actually pretty cute, but these guys are not very cute.
yeah, the only Zerg, even for you, the only Zerg I remember actually like seriously
Zergling.
calling cute is the Zergling. Aside from that, yeah, they're pretty like weird looking, and not in a good way.
They do have a habit of exploding, which is pretty awesome.
That is true. Maybe the Zergs were directed by Michael Bay.
Maybe Michael Bay is a Zerg.
I hate to say it, I think Michael Bay could have done a better job of making StarCraft 2 than what happened.
Probably not that.
Well, probably not quite. Honestly, might as well have been directed by Michael Bay, but at least I don't think Michael Bay's done any movie that's quite that bad. I don't quite remember what's the worst. I don't remember what's the worst movie he made. But, it was something.
Your face.
My face was something? Yes, it was. Thank you for
Okay,
noticing.
Let's go kill some more guys.
Yeah, okay. That's just blow
You
them
guys
up.
killed our rogue fighting squad. The real
Yeah.
fighting squad that is very
Oh man, wouldn't that just suck? If I don't know. If that happened in like Star Wars or something, they're like, oh, you killed one of our firing squads, so we to have another firing squad.
That's how the Star Wars movie should have ended. Just more stormtroopers, we just kill everything else.
More stormtroopers. Storm, not stone. Jeez.
Star Wars, this legend of the Stormtroopers.
Hey,
Fucking
those sound pretty epic.
Look at it, getting spit to death.
It's pretty epic. Oh no, where'd these guys even come from?
He keeps dropping them as overlords.
Oh, okay. That would explain it. Cause
Now the other hexer.
yeah.
This guy just breeding takes it out. Another
Yeah.
thing, I think it's like I feel like it's like the 2 breedings go down faster. But it's hard to say. It might just be that in Cycle 2 it feels like units go down faster, so maybe that just means that you have more units and then you have kit going faster because of that.
Yeah, that's probably the case. I mean, that makes sense. Because it does seem like they went down faster than they went down here, and certainly faster than buildings tend to go down in Age of Empires. Jeez. I'm just remembering mainly because I remember I actually remember something interesting in Age of
These
Empires.
things, by the way, they die when the mud goes away.
Oh, the buildings die when the mud. Oh, cool.
No, the worm thingies.
Oh, the tongue things.
These.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Those
They
guys.
have so much HP, but they die when the ground beneath them goes away.
Neat. That's interesting.
Because otherwise they would just kind of hang out forever, I think.
Yeah.
At least I'm pretty sure they do. I can't promise it, but I believe to remember they do.
Yeah. Well, I think it would make sense
But
that.
see, killing an egg is really difficult.
Yeah, I see you and your Hydralisk are just spitting at it, and the egg's like, no. But, you know, at this point, you kind of, have, well, yeah.
You gotta be finished moving the egg.
You finished building a worker who's trying to escape, yeah. I was trying to remember, I was like, what can come out of an egg? I don't think you can
Everything.
just make another building. Oh, you can?
Not a building.
Okay, yeah.
You can't make a building out of an egg, but any unit is built out of an egg.
Okay, so yeah, it was of course trying to build another building, but that's a little hard when you have a bunch of Hydralisks just shooting you to death.
I'm shooting you to life.
I'd be pretty surprised. I don't think anyone would be too upset with Zergs if Hydralisks shot you to life.
And then zombies have.
Zombies happen, yeah. Well, I mean, that's basically what the Protoss do, except the Protoss make, like, you know, instead of zombies, they make not zombies, and they make
flying
superheroes. Yeah. Hey, look, yeah, it is those flying thingies, which get get owned by this many Hydralisks, but I guess that's kind of, yeah. I guess
Yeah,
most
pretty
things
much
get
it's
owned. Yeah, yeah. That is true, they aren't really meant to take on, like, a dozen Hydralisks.
No.
Oh, no.
That face I was so fascinating.
Hydralisk, Mega Ultralisks. Ultralisks, yeah, dude.
I like how there's a list something. I
Yeah.
have a Zergling, that one doesn't really fit into that.
Yeah, I actually was kind of thinking that myself. I was like, I wonder why they're, like, not all the Zerg units are.
Now we
but
have Zerglings, we have Overlords and Drones, those are called Hydralisk, Mutalisk, Scourge, Queen, Defier, and then there's Ultralisk.
Yeah. Interesting. The Ultralisks are a thing.
Yep, I don't build them often.
Yeah, I
They're my
noticed.
least favorite Ultra kind of unit because of the fact that they have melee.
Yeah, they're
Melee and ground.
ground.
Yeah, there's a melee character.
Yeah, I guess those two kind of go synonymously, don't they? They can't really have like a melee unit that just jumps up and punches airplanes. Oh,
Pretty awesome though.
that would be pretty awesome.
I mean, I guess equivalent would be an air unit that can't attack ground, which do exist again.
Right, that is true.
Look at all these fucking overlords he is flying on.
Jeez. Yeah, he has a lot of these buggers.
I
Oh,
love killing them, there's just something about it.
there's something addictive. I imagine it's kind of like popping bubble wrap.
Probably.
Have you ever-
Probably what bled and died in a really painful way.
Have you ever popped bubble wrap?
None that bled and died in a very painful way.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'd be pretty surprised if you had popped any bubble wrap that, like, exploded, and honestly, if you popped some bubble wrap and it, like, exploded and died, you'd probably be a little, you know...
Upset.
Yeah. I can imagine being a little surprised, maybe a little upset, and mentally scarred if I was just popping bubble wrap and then it exploded into, like, blood.
And that's what the Zerg do, dude.
That's interesting. That would be an interesting psychological breakdown.
Yep.
Hey, look at all those
Fucking
overlords.
hides.
No one
Overlord invasion.
no one expects the Overlord Inquisition.
they just fly in, and then they get hit, which causes them to fly away, and then the AI is like, oh, but they are supposed to be there. And they fly in again, and it just keeps doing that. Here's, by the way, the overload building.
Ah.
Not overload building, the Mutalisk building.
Oh. So, don't we already have no more? Yeah, and it has the weird, like, tusk thing going on. Yeah, the Ultralists are like... I also say, though I wouldn't say they're badly designed, like all Zergs, they're interesting. They're probably also one of the less interesting Zergs trying to look at. I don't know why, they just make me think of, like, super elephants.
They're kind of like mammoths.
Yeah, exactly, mammoths.
Rubens is epic duo.
I'm pretty sure this Hydralisk gonna get eaten.
Yeah. He would,
Oh.
I think, win a 1-1 duel maybe, but not because of the fact that he was already almost dead.
Right. Makes sense. Either way, I think we've got this map done.
Pretty much. I do think I need to get up there.
Yep. Okay, yeah. My
Somehow.
computer... Okay, sorry. My computer keeps informing me that I have updates. It's not even like... I don't know why. Because normally... I've said so it normally doesn't. It's like Toshiba's got some updates. I'm like, oh.
Maybe got 8. That's what
Maybe
this guy
so.
was just... I'm fitting in.
Yeah. I noticed that. I was like, wait a minute.
You're on the wrong team, boy.
Yeah. We're on the wrong
Good
team.
job. I'm just like you. Nope.
Racism at its finest. You can tell because it was a different color.
Yes. There's actually no way to get fucking hay. Oh, actually, I do have the egg unit. I have to build an egg unit. I have to build all these fucking guys, and I've just built one. Because otherwise, I had to do like ground attack. I had to get transport.
Right. But yeah, with enough air units, you can take them down. It's actually kind of funny.
Anti-air are not that good. Like they do see a lot of damage, but if you like focus on them like this.
Right. They don't have a ton of HP, which makes them
Which actually, I think in general that's a lot of... Starcraft has a lot about like... If you just have more damage output, a lot of like defenses that are not very good.
Right. Makes sense.
Because Starcraft is a very...
Offensive?
Yeah. They tend to be more offensive or defensive because a lot of the defenses are not that positive.
Sounds like another strategy game that I personally love. It's not this type of strategy game, but you know.
Let's see what Jenkins game like.
It's the Disgaea game.
I know.
Yeah.
Yay for more murder.
Yeah, murder. They should put murder on the back of the box. Actually, I guess they probably kind of did. I mean, I assume there's some battling on the back of the box.
I like how my guys are so inefficient at that because when you shoot up, you miss half your shots. Which doesn't count if you shoot at air units up.
That's interesting. But wait, so they actually just calculated, and when you're shooting up, you just automatically miss half your shots?
And then you shoot up a cliff or something like that. I think there's also if you shoot at someone who's under 2, you also have like a chance to miss.
Yeah.
They took all that stuff out of Starcraft 2 actually. Starcraft 2, because in this one, when this hits you, for example, if it was a tank, it would unbe as a unit and it hit you. When Starcraft 2
Right.
doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
But in Starcraft 2 you don't get negative for shooting up.
Yeah, that is interesting. And I actually like that design. I mean, it actually gives an advantage to the, you know,
Being up,
height. Yeah.
That's a look at that. They always love that spreading that thing.
Yeah, it is cool that rather than being on fire, they spurt blood. That's pretty
That's
metal.
really, yeah, it's pretty hardcore. I also like the way that it goes away when it like heals, and obviously it stops spreading blood once it reaches that HP.
Right.
Like it always feels like, it feels very organic to do it in because you can like see kinda
It
it's
fixes
woundy,
itself, yeah. That is cool. Everybody shoot the bug.
Are we done here? No, you guys forgot the tongue.
It's one of those. It's destroy all units type missions.
It's destroy the buildings.
Oh, okay.
Which is the normal kind of thing.
Yeah. I guess I forgot that defense towers count as buildings.
Every building counts as a building.
Yeah.
Which includes these fucking tongues.
I mean that makes sense that it counts as a building. It's just I guess that kind of building that I personally never think to be relevant because obviously if you have nothing but defense towers, you have zero chance to come back in a game.
Unless you kill something on them somehow.
Yeah, you'd have to like resource out.
Sapare ...
Oh,
37 minutes.
that's pretty good. So, eye for an eye, primary hive cluster, planet Shaw.
Set a trap for our foes. Carry him. We lead them to him.
You know, I read that at first. I read that as "you shall eat a trap."
There, because that will fuck everyone up.
Yep.
Fucking douche. Nah, it's not really his fault, I guess.
Who fucked everything up?
Zarat. Because they're like, oh, we now know where his home planet, where the home planet of the Protoss is. Because when he killed our guy, I was able to look into his brain.
Ah, right.
And now we get to play with these things, which don't exist really in Starcraft 2.
Yeah.
Teleporters.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what you meant to pull at first because I was like, wait, Hydralisks don't exist in Starcraft 2? I mean, Ultralisks? Goddamn lisks.
Damn.
Yeah, teleportation. It's pretty rad.
They kinda exist in Starcraft 2, but they very much changed what they're all about.
Right.
And so in Starcraft 2, those are the worms that come out of the floor.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, I remember those.
That's of code.
Oh man, infested carrion. Oh, we don't see much of her not being infested.
Huh?
I was just saying we don't see much of her not being infested, but yeah.
Yeah, we did. We were on the tank campaign.
Oh, well, actually, I guess she was around for a few missions, actually, wasn't she?
She wasn't, I think, in 2 missions, maybe. Actually, I think she was in like 3 or 4, actually.
Okay.
Which out of 10.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought she was like in meta missions. I was like, since she shuffled.
She died.
Yeah, she died, obviously.
And then she was in the first mission that we met her. And she was on the mission where that one that I just glitched, or where the one that I kind of shielded with the
the shield. Yeah, and it ran through it, which was pretty rad.
So they gotta do that here.
Yep. I'd be pretty surprised if any of the Zergs had it like a shield.
So I just need to kill all the fucking bases.
Okay, yeah, so the Dark Templars are, the things that let them kill the guy, if I understand right.
Yes, because they're Dark Templars.
That sounds interesting.
You guys are very good at killing people, obviously.
I was actually thinking, how does being a Dark Templar, well, for one, how does it improve your skills? For two, how does a Dark Templar?
Right, the Dark Templars are banished Templars.
Oh, okay.
And they use secret arts, evil arts, and that's why they can kill the guy, because they use the evil arts to kill the guy.
Ah, interesting. And so basically, Protoss are like, well, I guess it could be not banished if you kill all these guys.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, these guys are not in contact with the official Protoss anymore,
Okay.
because they lost their fleet.
Yeah,
Which I guess now I spoiled that, but okay.
yeah. Oh, well. I don't think it spoils that much.
I mean, they are getting pretty much bitch snapped, so I guess that's obvious.
Yeah, I guess I should take that as obvious. Like, obviously, if the actual, like, if they're in league with the actual Protoss who could be like, oh, okay, you're gonna be Dark Templars. Oh, you died? Become Dark Templar Dragoons!
Which that's what they do in Starcraft too. The Stalker is a Dark Templar Dragoon, pretty much.
Okay. That
Which
sounds
don't exist
cool,
in Starcraft
but I
one.
was gonna say, yeah, it sounds cool, but it sounds like it probably is fucked up because in StarCraft 2.
Not everything is fucked up just because it's in Starcraft 2, but it wasn't technically a bad change. It makes sense in the context of the game that because Dragoons can't exist anymore. But I didn't like them because they had a very different focus. Dragoons are actually very tanky. And,
Right.
The Stalker is the exact opposite. It's very fragile.
Very, very fragile, lots of damage, yeah. Makes sense. I can see how that wouldn't be quite the same.
Also, I mean, Dragoons walk like fucking, I don't even know, they walk in this really weird, you have seen them before. They walk
Yeah,
weird.
they are very interesting and memorable.
And they're quite Dragoon. Being quite a Dragoon is just always a good thing.
Yeah, Dragoons are overall pretty rad sounding. I can see why they're used for, like, lots of stuff, because, I mean, you know, even if they weren't originally what they're mostly used for, like, they just sound cool.
Yep. Even if most of you guys don't know what a Dragoon is.
Well, I don't really blame them. I think I harassed you about it, and one time you're like, let's find out, and we looked it
I
up
knew what a
online.
Dragoon was, I just didn't know the
what it was.
exact definition.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's why you looked it up. But yeah.
I mean, I pretty
Looked up
much told you
exact-
instantly what it was, I just
Yeah,
didn't know the
okay.
exact.
It's been a while since we had that
Dragoons
conversation.
are like hussars. But the opposite.
I was gonna say, I don't think most people know what that is either.
I know. But a hussar is a light horseman. And a Dragoon is a heavy horseman.
He's a fat ass horseman.
Yes, that.
I'm sorry.
And both
this
of
is-
those are in the 1700-ish. So those are not medieval times, those are after America times.
Yeah, actually, there's surprisingly reason for no one to know what Dragoons are, but you know, I guess
But
I guess
You
mainly
guys
it's
don't-
probably
You guys don't know what. You guys don't know freaking anything is, so it's okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, does everyone over there know the military terms for everything?
Over in Europe, where
Oh.
you get publicly executed if you don't.
In Canada?
No, I said in Europe.
Oh.
No, you
Oh.
don't. But no, Europeans know more of history than you guys do, at least. Sometimes.
So I was gonna say, I don't know
Probably.
about that. Probably.
Normally.
You should.
But that's because European history is world history, and we know our own history. You guys know only like the latest. Yeah, all you guys have is like 200 years of history, and that's the only thing you learn.
Yeah.
You only learn really. You don't really learn history. You learn what happened like yesterday in the span of time.
Makes sense. Well, to be fair, it's not my fault that the actual history teacher sucked in comparison to the world to the U.S. history teacher, which particularly actually I don't know why, but the U.S. history teacher liked me. I'm not saying I'm dislikable. I'm just saying that that particular teacher probably, like, I was probably one of his favorite students. I was like, I don't remember ever doing anything special in U.S. history. I remember, you know, maybe I was patriotic, I guess. I don't know. I don't even remember being really patriotic. I was a
You're
high
too
school
patriotic.
student. I'm more patriotic than these Zergs are. They're
I'm
not
pretty sure these Zergs are the most patriotic motherfuckers in history. And yes,
well,
Zergs are historically accurate.
yes. Probably, they are indeed. If you didn't know, Starcraft takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far
Not that far away.
Not that far away, though.
Hey, look
It's-
at him. He's being a douchebag.
Oh, man. What was that thing?
It's his version of it. It's his invisibility detector, which is also invisible.
Oh. Wow, that sounds pretty intense.
That's probably one of the reasons I like Protoss.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to micromanage as much.
Makes sense. An invisibility detector that's also invisible, though. I mean, I can see why that's a Protoss thing. That sounds pretty genius.
Sadly, it has a habit of dying when it does get seen.
Well, I assumed it'd have to have some kind of downside. I mean,
it has
if,
almost no HP and it can't attack or anything.
yeah. Because, I mean, if that thing was like, I don't know, if that thing was like an insta-kill or something, or was like super tanky, it'd be pretty unfair. Unless it was like the Overlord, and then, you know,
Well, I mean, it's
ran-
equivalent of an Overlord, pretty much, just that it doesn't... It's invisible.
yeah.
Unlike Overlord, it can't carry people. And it's like an Overlord, but different. Because that's what this game does. Every base is different.
Well, you're a pair, so there.
I am fantastic.
Do they have any pair races?
Yes.
They should.
Starcraft 3, new race confirmed. Pair race.
Hey, everyone would be pretty surprised. You could accuse them for not trying anything different then. Which I don't think
Did I
one
ever
would.
accuse them of that?
No, but I did not
I
really.
accuse them of ruining what was. They broke what wasn't broken.
Yeah, they did indeed, and they also. Then yeah, lots of retconning happened.
And AIDS.
Retconning and AIDS and unnecessary retconning.
AIDS conning.
AIDS conning. That would be rather unfortunate. I guess I could understand them retconning that. I can imagine if like, you know, the canon for this game was like Kerrigan had AIDS and that's why she turned into a Zerg.
That'd be hilarious if like after StarCraft 1, Jim Raynor dies because he got AIDS in between StarCraft 1 and 2. You need a new main character.
That would have been pretty funny, actually. Yeah.
It just died out like. Well, if Jim Raynor dies and then the next main character, it's not about the Zergs anymore. Just he goes from one planet to another and tries to convince people of the dangers of AIDS. That's the whole game.
Oh, that's the whole game. Man, this sounds like an interesting spin-off.
It's AIDScraft.
AIDS craft. Jeez.
God, this music is
I
great.
don't know if the public would be ready for that.
I don't know, but this music is great.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Just,
I can...
yes.
Yes, that's the best way to describe the music. It's just like, hey, Sapare, would you, I don't know, would you do the music?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would do this music with a 10-meter pole.
Jeez, that music's probably gonna be a little sore in the morning.
Music is probably a little sore before it gets to sleep.
Probably that too. I always feel bad for this music now. This conversation.
Okay, it didn't say no.
Yeah.
As I stated to someone earlier today, and it was a joke obviously, but what did I say? When they don't say anything, it's an implied yes.
Oh, I think I've heard that one before, but yeah.
Something
There was,
like that.
yeah, it's pretty good.
The contact was, by the way, that we asked them if they were ready in Left 4 Dead, and they didn't reply, and so I just went anyway. And I was like, yeah, that's a yes.
Yeah. Ow. Sorry.
And,
That was really random too, because obviously I'm not doing anything, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, I was fidgeting slightly and my hand, like, cramped or something. I don't know.
his hand didn't explode.
Yeah, it didn't explode into blood or anything. I think I would have said a lot more than ow if that happened, but...
Ow, my hand just got shut off.
Ow, my hand. No, I'm not mod pie. I can't see my hand be cut off and then be like, oh.
Fucking mod pie.
Oh yeah, I forget. I keep forgetting. Well, at least you're not that guy who dislikes Spike. Did I mention I actually know a guy who doesn't like Spike?
I know a bunch of people who don't like Spike.
Oh, I never got that. I was like, how can you not like Spike?
Why? Because I like to sparking. Or Rarity. But I think I mentioned that my real life friend doesn't like Spike for exactly that reason.
Because he likes Rarity?
I think that was the reason, yes.
That's interesting considering
No!
that... Oh no.
Exploding boys!
Exploding balls. Our Zerglings can't handle it. Poor Zerglings.
Exploded my
They got raped. Oh. Exploding balls are the worst kind of balls.
Yes. Hey, another balls with boys. Oh, yes.
Yes.
I agree, that would mean quite a lot.
I honestly, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think...
Carrie gets getting killed by exploding boys!
Oh no.
You're supposed to go invisible first, you dumb bitch.
She did go invisible. I was like, did they have a detector or something? No, she just never went invisible.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boop. Boop.
Yep.
Suck a dick.
This thing certainly can't escape Kerrigan's wrath, though.
No!
Now that she's... Oh shoot, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, we should probably be careful. If they have another thing, Kerrigan's gonna get raped.
Yeah, she gets pretty rich. Everyone at least get this guy though.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. There's no reason not to just boop that guy in the butt. Oh no, there is.
Maybe there is a reason. God, Kerrigan, you noob. I think that she's like the most powerful being in the universe. Wait, never mind. There's probably a shit ton of items that could one-on-one her. Like a better cruiser.
It is funny that, like, she's powerful because of her command, but that is true. It's not like she's exactly one-man army or anything. Right now, she's getting owned by exploding balls.
Never knew that Rarity had such an affinity for boys.
Neither.
Okay, can you get it now? Thank you.
Good. But yeah, I didn't know either. But I was saying something about Rarity and how I find that weird, considering it's not even like Rarity and Spike are an item. It's not like, oh man, Spike's the wife or stealer. It's like, no, there's literally an episode about Spike not, like, you know,
Stealing
Rarity,
her.
like, yeah, exactly. It was another dude, and Spike was like, look at the camera, and he was like, I fucking hate Rarity, but I'm not gonna say anything. It was nice like that, but you know.
I didn't know my lip buddy got this serious.
I know, I didn't know that we dealt with, like, deep psychological traumas of, like, a baby dragon.
Damn, I want the Spike Chronicles.
That sounds pretty rad. But I still love mentally advanced Spike. It's pretty good.
What's this? What was that Spike again?
That's the one with the, accent who, you know, is like Spy Princess Celeste or whatever. You don't remember with I don't really know how to better explain him. He has an accent. I mean, I'm not saying he's like the perfect Spike, but I remember some pretty good lines with him. When he basically is like, you know, I'll tell Princess Celestia whatever she wants to hear. If she wants me to tell her that you're working for Mothra, I'll tell her that you're like,
Yes, I remember that.
yeah.
Dude, fucking boys. Don't
Freaking
boot my boys.
Like Zerglings with the balls.
Yeah, I don't think they're fucking explosive.
Yeah, they are.
This is where microwave work becomes very important, because if they mass explode you guys with the boys like that.
Yeah, I see. It's a lot more devastating than if you manage to run one guy out while the others keep shooting.
Yeah, that was expensive. I kind of regret that. Let's not do that again.
Sounds like a plan. But yeah, I can imagine this is a place where I'd have trouble, because yeah, those things are pretty devastating without micromanagement.
This was just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Actually, exactly know what I'm supposed to do against those. And then normally the player wouldn't just have like 4 of them lying around doing nothing all day.
Yeah, I assume not. I assume they're kind of more expensive units, considering how good they are. Because obviously if a player had like 4 of them just lying around, well, that's a program defense and stuff. I imagine they're
they
also...
don't have air really. That's a big problem here.
Yeah. I'm guessing those things can't hit air.
Nope, they can't.
Alright. I don't actually know why they can't, but makes sense, I guess.
They shoot on the
Can't
ground.
aim up.
Yeah, they shoot the boys on the ground.
Okay.
Have you ever seen your boys at the air unit?
Well, no, but I wasn't sure, because the balls actually seem to have this interesting thing where, like, they actually, it seems like the balls actually, like, have their kind
aim,
of
yes.
tracking thing, yeah. So, like, the bugs don't even have to turn around, they just see a Zerg over there and they shoot a ball and it, like, turns.
Yes. But
Man.
the boys still can't lift off the air. They're not quite that boy-tastic.
They're not that ball-tastically OP.
Okay, let's see how this worked out.
Sounds like a plan.
Mixed unit compositions for the win.
Yeah, America!
Yes, I like how these guys are just slowly being torn up.
Yeah. Oh, that is kind of amusing. Jeez, that thing, E2 server is pretty freaking fast. Why'd I think he did it? Maybe.
Actually, not really.
Oh, I was wrong, yeah.
Oh my god. Can you guys stop blowing up my guys with your boys? I'm getting tired of that.
Yeah, it's still kind of amusing. I have to agree, it's about time to... But it's still, it is unfortunate. Those Zerglings are going to be remembered, except not, once again, not really. I blame Kerrigan. Why aren't you more OP?
Many boys, that's for sure.
Huh?
Kerrigan just doesn't have any boys, that's for sure.
Yeah, she indeed doesn't. See, when I was talking about the whole, like, yeah, you guys can do it. Wow. Oh. They were doing it.
Yeah, because the guy has a really long recharge time.
Yeah.
So where did you go, bugger?
But yeah. See, if Kerrigan could actually fly with her wings, she could avoid this issue.
Oh, Jesus fucking.
Oh, no.
God.
I knew that was gonna happen. I don't
I
know.
need you.
Oh,
This is ridiculous. I can't get through that.
it's pretty ridiculous.
I just can't get the fucking numbers. I need, like, more guys.
Yeah.
I need just more. I just need them, like, all over my face.
I didn't know you thought about Zerglings like that.
I want those Zerglings all over my face. I'm pretty sure there's probably a fetish for that.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's probably a fan fiction about that. Not about your face directly, but, you know, about certain just being all over a person's face in that
If,
context.
if I vote them cute enough, that might be appealing, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's an interesting,
Cute.
little idea. I personally don't think I'd do it. But
That's
who
pretty
knows?
weird.
I am weird.
Hit that button. Hit it like it's your mother.
Wow. That's pretty intense.
I was gonna go for the Applejack line, but I kind of screwed it up. Because I forgot what it was.
That's why I don't know what the line you're going for. So yeah, I
The
don't
Apple
know.
one. Hit it like Applejack hits. Beat it like Applejack beats Apple Bloom.
Oh, okay, not one from the actual show.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
not from the actual show.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I was like, there's a line involving Applejack in the show. I don't remember beating anything.
I don't remember Applejack showing up.
There was a pony named Applejack. I don't remember that.
I thought the sixth main character was Twist.
I thought the sixth main character was Luna, and she just forgot to show up for the first season.
Then the second, mostly.
Yeah.
Luna could
Yeah.
become a main character. Everyone likes Luna.
Yeah, I'd say so. Everyone in everyone in the in Chrono Cross was like, yeah, we can do it. We have Luna watching over us or something. And I was like, you know, you guys actually never suggested we name anyone Luna. So we don't.
Luna watches all my Xehanort, guys.
Maybe she should do a better job of that.
Yeah, she kind of first, but that's because of people. Whenever things end up going well, I kind of forget about that. I guess they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yes, I think. No, wait, never.
Oh no.
Did he run out? No. He's like, do you feel lucky, Punk? No.
Man, playing Russian roulette with these things seems like it'd be pretty intense.
Well, because I have like 8 boys.
Yeah.
They will shoot.
Man, someone should design that on the arcade.
These guys are just text us.
Axe. I don't even know how he blew up that many Zerglings.
Fucking radius explosion right there.
Yeah.
Hexes of mass destruction.
Don't you hate hacks of mass destruction?
I mean, all I want to do is destroy this little base. Why do you guys gotta be so picky about that?
I know you guys are the Protoss, and you're like the Rogue Squadron Protoss. Jeez.
Poop. Yes. How likely that she's gonna survive this?
Probably not very, but let's see. You can do it, Kerrigan. Get to the chopper.
Don't stop hitting me, please. Oop, ow.
she
Stop
might
pooping
survive.
my face.
Yeah,
That thing does like 100 damage.
I noticed
2
that.
versus 3 armor, which really armor doesn't do anything because it does so much damage that it only is one attack with like 100 damage. So negative
Right.
3 damage doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Armor is usually effective in this game, but that's because there's a lot of units like Zerglings which focus on, hitting fast.
Yeah.
So obviously an armor value of 3 against a Zergling isn't bad. It'll, on average, probably usually do 1 damage.
Yeah, I mean, I do have to for 5 damage. It's 6 or 5 damage.
Okay, well, even so, it's still not bad, but yeah, I see. Yeah,
I mean, it's half damage.
right.
Okay, now kill this motherfucker. Poop, poop. At
Kill
least it doesn't
him.
have much HP.
Yeah, the frustrating these things were tanky on top of it. Oh no.
It has to be the first shot, so it's actually not bad.
Oh, okay. I forgot you mentioned that. Yeah, it can't just build. They can't just build it and have it come out shooting. Don't stab our guy. Who do you think you are? I just running away from this guy. And freaking. He probably feels pretty trolled, but to be fair, he almost just like sold the hell out of the Hydras.
Oh fuck. It's Dark Templar. That's cool.
What happened?
Dark Templar.
Oh, okay.
I was recognizing it because my guy's been falling over there.
That makes
It's really impressive when like just you guys fall over there, Dark Templar.
That is pretty impressive. Wow. Jeez.
They have probably some of the highest damage ever in AI Invisible.
Okay, that's pretty intense. I understand because I was actually confused about what was happening. It's like, do they have a mind ability or something? Okay, so Dark Templars are visible.
Yep.
Man, the pros should just banish all their people. Apparently, it makes you like super OP.
I think they banished them maybe. I think they banished them because of their OP, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Wait, why would they banish them because they're OP?
It did all the explains and all that.
Okay, yeah, fair points.
I mean, officially, you don't even know they were banished yet.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no, I'm metagaming, Sapare. You should stop me and get the Dungeon Master.
What? Ninja Master?
Dungeon Master.
I should go right with Dungeon Master? Okay.
Yeah. That's an interesting plan. Wiping the Dungeon Master.
I mean, we have all heard the story, but it's not being a good idea when like two players in a game of D&D are like together or something.
Yeah.
Now imagine if a player is sleeping with a Dungeon Master.
Well, I think that's among the things you...
Servants. Have the mighty Templar lost their infallible courage?
Well spoken, concubine of the Zerg. But though we strike at you from the shadows, do not think we lack the courage to stand in the light. You would do well to abandon this attack.
You seem overconfident of your abilities, Dark One. I am no helpless surrogate to be assailed under cover of darkness. I am the Queen of Blades, and my stare alone will reduce you to ashes. You and your ilk cease to amuse me. Prepare yourself for Oblivion's embrace.
You know, all of these guys are poets.
They are indeed, jeez.
Let's look at this fucking drum. No, like, boop. No more
My stare alone
shit.
would reduce you to ashes. Kerrigan certainly thinks she's a badass.
Well, looks like a badass. So that actually looks like a badass though.
He does.
I like that too a lot in this game actually. He's one of the few characters they didn't exactly have them and that kind of ruined him in Starcraft too.
Makes sense.
He's still a cool character, but that's because he's an impossible character to not write as a cool character.
Yeah, I see what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
he's just a natural badass, but as a character, he's not really much good in Starcraft too.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
not.
cool.
He's just a cool guy. He just decided to put on his
Which I guess is
sunglasses.
the kind of thing with
jump
all of
the
them.
shark
Like, Raynor is also
everyone
kind of pretty
else.
cool
Yeah.
when he's not being an idiot. But the
Yeah.
thing is, like, dividing a cool character doesn't mean much.
Right, exactly. Writing a cool character doesn't mean much unless it's specifically like the idea behind the character is a dumb cool character. Which, you know,
Like,
I guess
writing
this guy
character
has a
for
few
being
of
your
them.
main character doesn't mean much.
right.
Like, your main character needs to be more than just a cool guy.
Right, exactly. Because yeah, just having your main character put on sunglasses and jump the shark doesn't give. I'm using the term "jump the shark" because I mean that's something a cool guy would do, right? I know where the term comes from. I'm pretty sure they wrote that in there actually because it sounds ridiculous, but I mean, I have to admit, there doesn't sound to be much cooler than jumping the shark. Except what the term obviously means. I mean, I don't know.
Hey,
Who wouldn't want to jump over a shark?
Neo Jenkins. He would punch a shark.
That's true. He would probably punch a shark with his, like, mighty sword chicken.
He was probably the best D&D player. I mean, the best World of Warcraft player to ever have existed.
Oh, I was gonna say, it actually said I can imagine he'd be a pretty cool person to D&D with.
Probably,
Can I just
he
sing
would probably
that?
get you a party kid.
Yeah, he might. Especially if you have a harsher DM like Spoonie.
Or if you were Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins and meeting Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah.
There's
That'd be
a sword. Zerglings Zergs everywhere. That ball just got stuck. Did you see that?
I think I did see that. That looked pretty intense.
Jesus fucking Christ. So
They,
many balls.
I think they expected this.
Look at all these balls.
All these things. Yeah, I definitely assume a player wouldn't normally have this freaking many. That's ridiculous.
I need more ball killers.
Oh, you need a
Care
tank,
what you do. Just kill all of them.
the nuke, a tank buster.
I need a tank nuke.
Exactly.
Kill the fucking guys who shoot balls at me. Boop.
Yeah, it looks like.
Mutalisk actually pretty damn good against us.
Yeah, because they're big tank units, and you're not supposed to have like a dozen of them. So yeah, it's like it's
Look at that guy, he does that storm that I can do.
oh man, he does, and he's like doing this weird psychic thing.
Yeah, he just moves me. And he can't actually attack.
Oh, that's surprising.
He's a Templar.
Templars can't attack.
Dark Templars can fucking rape your guy like that.
I can just make it explode.
That's what a
Jeez.
Templar does.
That's what, yeah. I guess someone could ask you what's a Templar, and you could be like, they're these guys, and make you explode.
Oop. But they don't have much HP.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Most of the things in this game seem balanced, so there's reason
But
to...
how it when you have an e-sport.
Right. It's a fair point. It's obviously a pretty, you know, big game on the whole multiplayer thing
It's a game
aspect.
that started it all, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate to say. It's one of the first, you know, massive, like, games that were a sport that I can think of.
Probably was the most massive one at its time.
Yeah.
Now you have all these fucking the other games, whatever you want to call them. The League of Legends.
yeah, I know what you mean. The, MOBAs.
So where did the boy maker go? Oh, that's the boy. I think I forgot what to do again. Damn those fucking guys.
Jeez.
As you can see, it put a lot of area.
Yeah. Which actually makes sense. Obviously, a good player can beat the Protoss, but it seems like they are kind of, in a way, built to fight a lot of the Zerg's stuff, you know.
Yep. Being attacked out there, but I can't check what's going on. Oh, he's just those guys.
They're just, yeah, they're just like, you know, poking your buildings. But yeah, like, obviously for someone like you, this isn't as bad, though, you mentioned you're not, like, but I'd say you're still doing pretty well, but, I'm getting a little lost on what I'm saying. But basically, I guess what I'm saying is, you know, someone who didn't do any micromanaging post would just be pretty OP for Zergs. Like,
Ah, he killed all guys.
yeah. that guy was a joke, though.
Jerk face, I love you.
Yeah. I'm
Suck
sure.
against Cody.
Indeed, they do. But I'm sure that's who's leading the Protoss. I'm sure we're gonna get there, and
It's
the
Derpy.
dark. Huh?
If Derpy's leading us.
No, I was saying the Protoss. I'm willing to bet we'll get there, and like the Dark Templar guy who's leading them is probably gonna be Dan.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why not Derpy?
Is Durfee a jerk?
I don't know. Probably.
Probably. Okay.
Come
I
on.
don't remember that headcanon of Durfee. But I'm sure it's out
Why
there.
the voice of jerks? He's quite a jerk face. Okay, one more time at the breach, my brothers. One more time.
Okay.
I've kind of run out of units. As you can
Oh.
probably see, but so I play.
Yeah. I do indeed see that, but yeah, it seems like they're running a little if the AI doesn't just be a total hacksaw and just have another bug sitting around the corner. Why did I say, oh, they just built one? That's not so bad. I don't know how, oh. Apparently charges don't take that long to charge up.
God. Fucking photos. There's another one.
Jeez.
Ah. I hate this.
Yeah, it's not very sexy. These bugs really are
They're really
jerks.
slowing down my game.
Yeah.
It's been going on for way too long.
It has. I really didn't expect these bugs to be like such opposition. Jeez.
Probably should have long switched to Mutalisk. That was probably a mistake. Mutalisk would help me a lot here.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that's might be one of the reasons you're starting with Ultras. It's kind of a nod towards, yeah, these are useful on the map.
I run away.
He's gonna make his great escape. Come on, Zerg Overlord. Oh no, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Hoping I could save him, but he's not gonna.
Yeah, he's not exactly very fast at this whole running thing.
No big one.
It's like watching a turtle run away from a bear with a pea shooter. I don't know.
Yeah, from a beef is a pear shooter. I mean, a bear shooter.
Pea with a bear shooter, so it's pretty intense.
Require more minerals.
You should make, yeah, I don't know. You should invent the bear shooter. I'm sure.
So earlier today I heard the police go past my house again.
Oh.
And I was thinking, what epic story could I tell the next time the police goes past my house? I know they have not done that, but I was thinking something along the fact that the hockey clan and the Moose clan were having an epic void war about, to determine who has rights to the maple syrup trees. And yesterday there were 200 people died, which are about 500% of the Canadian population. And I think that's just about everything I can saw in there.
Yeah, but that's pretty good. That pretty much is a story exactly as I would tell it. So great job.
I have the green bean pair. I mean, I have the green beans syrup approval. Another fun fact in this game. There are units that don't take Vespene gas, but there's no unit who doesn't take minerals.
Interesting.
I'm getting it.
Oh, jeez. Is that the... What is that?
It's not a Dark Templar, that's an Archon. I don't even know.
I thought, so is that a unit Protoss can normally make?
Yes. It's it's
Your overlords celebrate. They fallen out of place.
what? How to describe it?
Celebrate. Your overlords are in place. Be certain.
I don't know. It looks pretty scary, whatever it is.
It is pretty scary. What was I gonna say? It's when you combine two Templars, you can make an Archon. the two guys who can't fight but who do those psionic storms.
Right.
Two of those. Combine them into one of those guys.
That's interesting. I imagine. I hate to say it, I imagine the Protoss doing like the whole like really cartoony Power Ranger power up thing.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much what they do. They like do a dance thing and like, you know,
Totally.
combine it with what, yeah.
Totally accurate.
It's historically accurate. Sounds legit. So we're trying the air units now.
Yeah, but yeah, we're having the problems with fucking storms.
Yeah, those psionic storms seem to be pretty deadly.
Those are pretty deadly to any unit that can't move quickly. Which those flying units are fast, but they start slow.
Right. I see what you mean. Their acceleration is poor, and they aren't. Yeah. They aren't exactly. They aren't just instant takeoff.
Yep.
They aren't Pinkie Pie.
No one's Pinkie Pie.
What about
Pinkie Pie is not Pinkie Pie.
Oh no! I think you made it paradox to pair.
Paradox. I mean, Pinkie Pie is a paradox.
Yeah, I was
Paradox
gonna
is a Pinkie Pie.
the Pinkie Paradox. There's actually, I'm almost certain there's a story called that.
Probably.
But still, it
This
sounds
mission-
like
okay,
a pretty
should we
good...
end the pod? Because this is gonna drag out.
Yeah, I'd be alright with that. It's already running a little long, as you mentioned. So, I wouldn't mind if we went ahead and ended the part and we finished this mission up next time.
Yep, thank you all for watching and take care.
Right.